All right, we're going to show you how to do the final product. When you click in the final product, please click the blue star that's colored in. We want the final product here, not the draft. I can't grade a draft. It won't count. You can do great on it, but it won't get you credit for the project. So please, please, please click on the bottom of the two, the final product here, to get in there. And when you're in here, it looks like a lot of stuff, but it's really not. You've done almost all the work already. So as always, there's a summary of what to turn in. You're going to answer these 6 questions you don't need to look them up. If you look at them, it's like, what'd you like, what'd you not like, what'd you learn, that sort of thing. So a quick reflections box so I can maybe improve the project for next year based on your feedback. But the final product itself is going to either be a slideshow or website where you teach us all about the topic that you chose and have researched for these other checkpoints. So in here, right down here where it says link, you'll put a link to your final product, your slideshow or your website. And whichever you choose, you have to include everything down here. This is basically a smaller version of what you put in checkpoint 3. Please, please, please read these very carefully. Most of the work here you've already done, so you'll be able to copy and paste stuff. For instance, either your home page or your first slide, if it's a website or a slideshow, you need to have at least one interesting picture showing your technology being used and a thought-provoking question. Something like if you had a cell phone, it doesn't have to be a question that's answered in your research. If cell phones are your topic, you could use something like, imagine your life without a cell phone. That does make you think. You're so used to having them, it would be kind of weird without them. So something interesting like that and a picture is the bare minimum of what needs to be on your homepage or your first slide. If you make a website, it's very easy. The header or sidebar will have links that work for you, so that'll be done for you automatically. And then these other, where it says one page or slide, one page or slide, one page or slide, are going to be places where you put new information. And you got to read. This says, make sure you explain how your technology works and why it's important, and the subtopics of electromagnetic waves, blah, blah, blah. It sounds new and confusing and hard, but look what's highlighted here. You've already done this in checkpoint 2. Just copy and paste what you wrote from both boxes. And if you keep reading, include a picture of the electromagnetic spectrum and the waves your technology uses. You probably have that in checkpoint 3, and you definitely have this in checkpoint 2. So you're just putting it on your final product. The next page or slide, depending if you're doing a website or a slideshow, it says you need a page that has at least 2 videos about the use and or importance of your technology. Well, you've looked at a video in checkpoint 1, you put 2 videos in checkpoint 3, and it says you need a sentence summary, but that's also, like it says here, in checkpoint 3. Here it says you need a page or slide that has a collage, which is a fancy way of saying a collection of interesting pictures of your technology, how it's used, how it works, parts of the machine, maybe why it's important, and a description of each picture. Like, what are we looking at if we don't know your technology? You don't have to have all those because that's like 5 pictures. It says you need to have at least 3, but you have some of those already from checkpoint 3, so you can just use those again. You also need to have a reference slide or page that lists all of your sources from checkpoint 1. Make them active links, so if I click on them, they'll take me to your source. So it's pretty easy to do. If you highlight it and put insert link, I'll show you in a minute, then it will be an active link. You also need the CRAP test. But if you look, that's from checkpoint 1 as well. All right, at this point, if you're doing a slideshow, you don't want to do a website, you cannot get an A without doing a website for the new cog skill of multimedia communication, because the website is more interesting, more advanced, and it puts the information in a better format for you. So if you're going to do the slideshow, you can stop watching the video now. If you're going to do the website, keep watching as I show you how to set that up. So when you look here, to make a website, you go to Google. So I'm going to open my Google. Next to you, if you're logged in, are those icons, that little waffle they call it. And somewhere you're going to see something that says sites like this. Now yours might be in a different spot, but if you scroll down, you'll find it. And I click on sites. And you probably have nothing here. I have websites. I have an untitled site that I used to practice with a different class. Someone else let me look at theirs. But you're just going to hit blank. So you hit this plus sign up here. And when you do so, it takes you to your brand new website. There's nothing there yet. We'll have to teach you how to make everything show up. So from here, this is a website that will be yours, but you have to make it have all the information we need. There's only a few things you have to know how to do to make that work for you. One, you want to edit this to something about your project. So I'll put how cell phones work for me. If you like the background that they may give you, fine. If not, hit change image, select an image, and just type, what do you want? Hit a search. I want a cell phone. Oh, all kinds. I like this picture, so I click it, I hit select, and now it changes my background. If I want to get fancy, I can click header type and make it bigger, make no picture, whatever I want. Notice, if you get no picture, you got to go back and put your picture there. So if it says banner, it'll leave the picture you picked. Super big is cover. But for now, I'm just going to put a banner, and I showed you how to do the picture. If you forget, it's change image, select image, and search for what you want here. All right. So now if you notice, there's nothing on my front page, but you have to have stuff on your front page. So here's what you do. You go over to the left over here where it says layouts. Whichever of these you pick, it'll be the basic layout for your front page. So if I click this, it has a place that I can put a picture by hitting plus. And I can either select an image if I have it in my drive, upload it if I've saved it, any option I want. And then I can type over here. If I want lots of little pictures, I can pick that one and type underneath them. So really, it doesn't matter which one you pick. You pick one that you think looks nice, make sure it has the information you need to from the final product directions, and you're good. Now notice the final product said you need new pages. Like one page has this, one page has that. So to make a new page, come up here to the three buttons, Insert, Pages, and Themes, and I'm going to click on Pages. Now I need to close myself out so you won't see my picture actually. I'm behind it now. To make a new page, I hit this plus button. I name it, so let's just say I'm going to make my sources page because I know I need a page that has my sources on it. When I hit done, a couple things happen. It takes me to the sources page, and it adds sources as a link up here, which is beautiful. I don't have to worry about it. It's already there for me. Now, how can I can't type anything, it looks like. Well, that's because I'm on the page button instead of insert. So I go to insert, type what I want, or even down here, there's other options. Maybe you already have it saved in your doc, your Google Doc. You could insert the doc that has it all. Or just, again, pick something where you could put a picture and type in all the sources that you have. The one thing you need to know how to do is make a source active, a link we said. So let's just say google.com, which can't be your source because all it does is take you to other sources. If I want that to be a link, I just highlight it and click the link button, and now it'll actually take me to the place that it says it should. So you copy and paste your sources here, highlight them, hit the link button, this button here, and it'll make it into a link. And that's really it. I need a new page. I go back to pages. I hit plus. I name it. It makes it, and so forth. What if I want to get back to the first page to fix it? Well, I just click on home, and it takes me there, and I can edit it. So that's the basics of making a website. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Obviously, if you have questions, you can ask in class or come to office hours for further help.